Hi, all my friends. I'm trying to increase the volume on my end, and hopefully that made a difference on this seminar that I went to at RTR with the gadgets. Okay, because it was really cool. There was a lot of fun gadgets and things like that. So I tried it on my end, but again, everybody sometimes didn't always have the mic up close to their mouth, and people were reminding them to do that. So I hope it got fixed for you all. So so anyways, I put at least in the title volume increase, so hopefully everybody will now come to this video and not so much the other one, but I want to keep the other one because the comments there. Okay, so I hope it's all better, and this will give me an idea whether it'll be worth trying to film some of the other seminars that are going to be happening. Okay, all right, so let me know if it's all better. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.
This is a tablet holder, and you can configure it any way you want to. Set it down. Okay. But the coolest part are these. It comes with two, and you put its legs together. I can only do two hands. You put the legs together, and then you fit it in this. You can do it upside down to read in bed. You can do it under a cabinet. You can do it on a wall. I love this thing. And here's what it's called. It's called a CTA Digital. That's the company. 2-in-1 kitchen mount is always a good thing. Stand for iPad tablet.
Four-sided one from Coleman. I think it was around $10 on Amazon, but it works really well and much more even on the toasting. Just Amazon, just camp toaster, and it'll come up. My most important
This is one of my most important nomading tools, and what they are is noise-canceling headphones. And they are unbelievably quiet. They have a circuitry that cancels the sound or balances it somehow. But they're really quieter than headphones, than any headphones or earbuds. They're quieter than any earplugs or anything. And I think, where's Bob? Bob, your inner nomad would love these. Your inner nomad would love these, Bob. This is a Boys, and her little speakers are Boys. They're $100 ones last year with the wire on eBay, and these are fancy $300 rechargeable Bluetooth. But boy, it just so many situations where I find total silence from these. Cool. Anybody wants to put them on and listen, you're welcome to.
And not listen? And not listen, yeah.
I don't need a mic.
Yes, you do.
All right, I need a mic. This is going to be a hard act to follow because I have here the ultimate gadget, I promise you. And I carry it with me, and it's a model of my home, and it inspires me. And it would probably inspires you. It has 7 billion little creatures on it.
You need an assistant.
And I look at it all the time, and I recommend you have one too.
Saves me money. And this is the Coleman propane adapter that you can adapt to your big tank and fill the small tanks that usually cost $3.50 each at Walmart or more in specialty stores. So you put it on your big tank, you turn your tank upside down. It's great if you warm up the big tank. You take the little tanks, and you can, if you can make them colder, it's better to pressurize it easier. But you're not always cold in the desert. So what you can do is on that little bottle, after you fill it a little bit more, you take it off the big bottle, you take some gas out of it with a screwdriver by pressing the little pointer in there. If anyone wants to come by my tent sometime, I can show you how to do this. That'll make the bottle really cold when the propane is coming out. So you waste a little propane, but allows you to refill it from the big one for 10 cents, 25 cents, and be able to use it on the portable heaters or whatever you may be using. And this is like $10 or something on Amazon, and it's really saved me hundreds of dollars over the years of boondocking. It's a propane adapter from your big tank to a small tank. What is it? A Mac coupler. Thank you.
You pull the screws out of the vent. The cover this side, pop it in.
Oh, cool.
Puts a lot of light out.
That's cool.
It is also dimmable, which if you don't know LEDs, some are dimmable, some are not. So you can get a dimmer for it, so you can drop it down to just a very light level. A friend of ours showed us this. It took us a while to find when we actually went to an RV place, and they had a special order because they'd never seen it before. But then we found it, of all places in Camping World, they had a special on for $25. But pretty amazing. I'm sure that if Camping World's got it for $25, you can find it someplace else. But it's called a chandelier. That's the company. Chandelier, like a light chandelier. But it's amazing how much light it puts out. Obviously, being LED is very low. It comes in, if you're familiar with LEDs, they come in different color ranges, not red, green, blue, but yellowish, whitish, and it comes in those, so you can get it. We happen to like the more yellow, it's easier on our eyes for reading and stuff, so this is pretty cool. And we've got three, we bought three, and we put them on 2 vents, and then my wife put adhesive Velcro on, and guess what, you can put it anywhere you want.
What do you wire it to the fan?
Yes, exactly. He brought it up. The power that goes to your van, the fan or something, you just wire that right into it. So, yes. Everybody's talked about getting your signals. We bought an amplifier, and you probably see them. Wilson is a company that makes some very good amplifiers for your cell phone. They come in different powers. We were in the boonies of Washington up in the mountains, so we went for the highest power one we could get, and that's what this is. And what's interesting about them is they work on all carriers, because if you're not technical, I'm a technical gearhead, carriers use different frequencies. So like what Verizon uses, or what AT&T, they're different frequencies. These will work on all, and in its basic unit, it comes with, I have to show you, it's kind of clever. It's got a little antenna. When I saw it, I'm thinking, that don't look like much of an antenna. But, here it is. This little antenna has a coil in the bottom. If you're driving something metal, a van, a car, whatever, this is a strong magnet. You put it on the roof, and it uses your whole car body as an antenna. And it's amazing. I mean, unfortunately, we have a fiberglass thing we're driving, okay? No, it's a different frequency. She asked about TV antenna. Let me see. This one here is Smart Tech 2, and it's smart because it actually, see all those LEDs, it will tell you when it finds cell towers of different frequencies. They'll light up and turn green. Then on the other end of it is this little flat guy. And this is actually a little tiny antenna. So you got your antenna on the roof giving you signal. Then it turns around and broadcasts through this inside. And you can get close to it, or you can just lay, for instance, cell phone, just lay it right on it so it's really getting max. Put the cell phone into the mode where it's retransmitting to our tablets and notebooks and all that sort of stuff. And so that works. Unfortunately, we were out in the boonies, so we had to get a large antenna. This is very specialized. This thing will pull, we've pulled from cell towers that are 80 and 90 miles away. But it's directional. You'll see the angle. Of course, there's an app for that. You get online, there's an app that tells you where the nearest cell towers are. You turn around, aim this at it, and it's pretty amazing how far it ranges. So it's a good toy. And when we got in the boonies, we need this. We got a little pole. See, it's got a little coax connection. We got some coax that runs and connects to this.
Or some of us. Do we have it roll
I found a solution. You know, it gets dirty. It's kind of embarrassing to take it. It's embarrassing to be carrying it around. So I drop it in a Kleenex box. It fits right in there. It pops right out. If I had 2 hands, it would work better. And a little more sanitary. We're always looking for ways. And then grocery bags that I use for trash bags. I can fit more than 30 in this Kleenex box.
That's a good idea.
So, recycle, keep stuff neat, and I wanted to pass that along to all our newcomers, and we welcome you. Excuse me.